Hello again, Extreme Disciples. I know we focused a lot about how we are to interact with the lost or the sick or those untouchables of society, but today I want to talk about how even Jesus eating with the Pharisees is something extreme that we can carry over to today, and we may not even see it as being extreme, but I think the outcome of the dinner was what was extreme. I'm going to be reading from Luke chapter 14, starting in verse 1. One Sabbath, when Jesus went to eat in the house of a prominent Pharisee, he was being carefully watched. There in front of him was a man suffering from dropsy. Jesus asked the Pharisees and experts in the law, "Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath or not?" But they remained silent. So taking hold of the man, he healed him and sent him away. Then he asked them, "If one of you has a son or an ox that falls into a well on Sabbath days, will you not immediately pull him out?" And they had nothing to say. I think this is interesting because we think, well, does this give us permission to do things on the Sabbath? Is that what Jesus is getting to here? And I don't think that's what Jesus is getting to. He's getting to a word that's used a lot in church today, hypocrisy. See, many of these Pharisees claim to be the experts in the law, but if it served their purpose, they would break the law. And that's what he was saying. He's saying, if it benefited you, wouldn't you do this? So why not do what benefits others on times when you normally wouldn't? See, sometimes there's people in our own churches that claim to be experts in the law that need discipling. Yes, it's nice to know that we can go to the local eatery and find people that need discipling or find people that need Christ. But then there's those people that have been following Christ for such a long time. And they've allowed these certain ideas to get into their head of who they're going to look out for. And it's mainly number one. Okay, numero uno. But when it all boils down to it, that's hypocrisy. If you wouldn't do it for someone else, but would do it for yourself, as a Christian, that's being a hypocrite. And he even goes on to talk about those that took the guests that picked the places of honor at the table. And that's what these people do. They pick the place of honor, yet they're not willing to serve others. See, there's hypocrites. There are. I hate the term, and I hate it when people say that that's why they don't want to become Christians is because of hypocrisy. Because I think, we need to try to be something that we're not, but we can't pretend to be something that we're not. And that's where I think it all boils down to with hypocrisy. These Pharisees were pretending to be something they really weren't. They weren't really experts in anything. They were hypocrites. But if they would have answered, if they would have said, well, you know what? If it serves him, if it benefits him, then yes, we should heal him on the Sabbath. But they had no answer. And you're going to find that with people in the church. You're going to ask them a question that's kind of entrapping them, and it will expose their hypocrisy. That's what we need to do. Expose their hypocrisy. That's how we're going to make disciples. So many people claim to be one thing, but really aren't. Now, true Christians know who they are and who they're trying to be, even if at times they fail to be that. Jesus took the time to eat with Pharisees, not to be one of the Pharisees, but to expose their hypocrisy. And maybe during this instance, some of them realized, you know what? What we're doing is wrong. The way we think about this is wrong. Maybe we should follow this guy. Maybe he knows what he's doing. And that's how you can make disciples, by exposing hypocrisy. So don't only just eat with sinners. Go eat with some Pharisees and expose their hypocrisy. Have a great day and God bless.